training over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Looking tiny in possession here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line.
And pull it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bastoni gets it clear. Holland, now the finish! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rice cuts out the pass. Sané. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he was quick to react. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And here's Thuram. Kane! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Counter, they could do with more speed.
It's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No question, that's a foul.
Just not this time.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the clearance. And it's Messi. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Wan-Bissaka. Looks a good ball through. Now it's Neymar. There's the hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Ohang Steelers really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Neymar. And the shot! He has done it! 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Ohang Steelers are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Kane. And he gets rid in a hurry. Bullet.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rodri. Ah, that's a fine interception. There's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well-timed, slight interception. And it's Kane. Sané. Wan-Bissaka. Rice. Now it's to Thuram! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rodri can get it clear. Oh, nice touch. Rice. Good spot, he's seen the run. Chance! And he's gone looking for safety. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham.
The attendance for this match was
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And they've got rid. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Sané in acres of space out wide. He's got through. Oh, taken with style.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
number 21.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well be won with an equaliser.
David Villa! He scored! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss. The top draw, back within one. They have them in their sights again. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Substitution for Inter. Number 21. Messi.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 18.
Inter Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Sané. Neymar. Wan-Bissaka cuts it out. And here's Sané. He's got away. And that should get the job done.
Inter need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that.
There will be 5 minutes
Tidily.
added time.
Get that clear.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rodri is there to clear. And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. Barcelona get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Haaland. And the shot! And it's a goal!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Gullit. Somewhat less than ideal.
That was just...
He's got two! And one more try! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rodri
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Nakata has a shot! Got to be quick to recover this. Bellingham. Messi. Ohang Steelers finding their passes. He's got away. Well read. And the danger is averted.
At a time.
Cafu. That's been intercepted. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa tries looking up for options on the left. And it's half-time here. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success
Please
with
be made aware that
another show of
smoking
strength?
is only permitted in
Ohang
designated areas
Steelers
within these grounds.
sitting pretty here at half-time. 2-0 up. Here we go again. Bellingham. Interesting ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Cafu, and it's Nakata. Chance to shoot. Oh! Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Cafu. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. David Villa!
50.
Decent enough try.
Villa just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Opts for safety. Cafu. He's not got that quite right. Cafu. Messi. Neymar. Now it's Haaland. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Neymar. only too happy to take that back. Bellingham. David Villa. Law. Back when it goes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Nakata. It's Nakata! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nakata actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaire Emery. And it's Nakata. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. David Villa. He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Saliba getting this one clear. Haaland. Bellingham set up one goal so far. And it's Messi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was... And that will be it. Pohang Steelers can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Haaland claiming the man of the match award, and there is very little room for argument. Say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It adds to a massive sense of occasion. As you can see, we've already started here. Has a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of...
And here's a chance. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Haaland. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Such good technique.
Hits one! Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, that's a decent hit! He's delivered all right! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that's well seen too. Pull it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pull it. He's only too happy to take that back. Bellingham.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Now this could be a chance. That's it! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Haaland! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that was vital. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they could spring out of defence. And through to the goalkeeper.
Minutes has been indicated.
Pull it. Rodri. Messi. Haaland. Right. There is the half-time whistle. The two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. It's a balance wherever you look. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a hard this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Liverpool finding their passes. Haaland! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he was quick to get it clear again. Rummenigge. And now the breakaway. Haaland. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge. He is, and the shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Davids. Oh, nice touch. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's the shot! Neymar. Bellingham running with the ball. It's a good spell of possession, this. Haaland! He's managed to get himself offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar. Romero cuts it out. Costa Curta. Rummenigge. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
David Villa. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to dink it in. And that was very necessary. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shifted upfield. Costa Curta gets it away. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
David Villa looking to add to his goal. Haaland. Threads one in. And here's Messi. Courtois has that under control. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong. Welcome one and all, it's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Just miss it, we are up and running already. Mbappe, this is promising. He's found a way through. Oh, look at the space here. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Messi. Neymar. Chance here to counter. Messi. And he skips past his man. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, here's a chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Bayer Leverkusen have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Messi.
Mbappe. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Belletti. Bullet. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Messi going full steam down the flank. That is lovely. Just eases him off the ball. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
The second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold. Stoichkov! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Goes in for the header! Will be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Good spot, he's seen the run. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Pull it in acres of space out wide. the second half.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Messi. What are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Mbappe. Messi. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Saliba calmly anticipates. Licked it back promptly. And it's
Oh,
Messi.
great feat, that.
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. That's good defending, very good defending.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts.
He's having a hit! Oh, and that should have been two.
Iniesta really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
But there's going to be another change here. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Bayer Leverkusen probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Now it's Iniesta. That is good strength. Davis. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Davis. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Got things underway. Pull it. And the shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So, a breakthrough already. Modric. And they could break here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. White. Kimmich. Van Dijk. Pohang Steelers leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar plays it short. Mbappe shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, shooting chance! Messi, very much a man of this moment. White cuts out the pass. And a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Modric, and that has left him in a heap. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Van Dijk.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Pohang Steelers have the chance to go the other way. That looks a cracking ball. Gets into some space. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe, Musiala. Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. And it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. That's tiny. Haaland stood his ground strongly. He gets big! That has been knocked clear.
2 added minutes
Pohang
has been
Steelers
indicated.
have reclaimed it. Mbappe. Messi. David Villa has a goal! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Pohang Steelers head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Davis.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Messi. Saliba. Costa Curta. And it's Belletti.
The attendance
Adams.
for this match was
And that interception was
71,898.
most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted. Haaland. The fullback is in acres of space here. Bellingham. Neymar. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. What remarkable powers of recovery.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Number 18.
And Stoichkov!
Coming on the field is number 8.
Second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pull it. Bellingham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. This real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can clear their lines.
Pohang Steelers clearly might still do this. Intensity level and focus are all very good, even at this late stage now.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 20. Modric.
Pohang Steelers making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Pohang Steelers have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, super find.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
In again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Added time.
It's a sweet ball, that. Inter Milan claim it back to much approval. And the number on the board is 3. Musiala, Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. David Villa. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much
Hello,
riding on it,
everybody,
but
and
it is
welcome to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, what has happened here? He's away, and Messi! Well, that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's not got that quite right. Well, that's well seen too. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, didn't it? And the shots! And again! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And he's straight offside. And it's Messi. Oh, he's onto this. Again, the flag's up. Vieira. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been cut short. Forwards and with intent. Very nearly half an hour gone here. We expected better, and so did he. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had a hit! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Works it forward. Real chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham standing over it. He gets big! He scored! First blood drawn. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and fed it perfectly.
He's got the shot away! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitution on the field. Number 42, Musiala.
So time for
Number
change.
9,
And This one has been on the cards for a little while.
Coming on the field.
Madrid are
Number
doing
13,
very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's
15.
really winded.
Beckham! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Pohang Steelers can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. And he cuts out the supply. And that's another good win of the ball. Gnabry.
Every 3 minutes added time.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hullet. Neymar. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
The attendance for this match was
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Belletti. And here's Hullet. Now there's a fine ball. Bellingham. Chance to finish. And that is great goalkeeping.
Pohang Steelers certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Pohang Steelers do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Saliba cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Bullet. Now it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way. Stoichkov. Decent hit! They scored! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Oh, good ball!
He's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham! Fantastic! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have stolen level at the last. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper.
And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked...
doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Bellingham. Nice sequence of passes this. And the pass is intercepted.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
He's through the middle, and the shot! Got to be quick to recover this. Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Bergkamp, and he's intervened well there. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bellingham. That's headed upfield. Some really good ball movement. Costa Curta. Oh, good read. And that's gone loose. Neymar. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
And it's Messi. Rodri. Messi. And it's Neymar. Alexander-Arnold defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Messi stood his ground strongly. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pirlo. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And he comes up trumps again.
Rummenigge clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
And we have our very first corner. Pirlo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bellingham. He has found a way through. Oh, well played, well played. And there's the end of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the... Great chance! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Messi. Neymar receives it in a good position here. And now they can clear their lines. Belletti. Oh, important interception. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goal is still, neither side really getting onto the front foot.
The attendance
So
for
we've
this
reached the
match
hour
was
mark.
72,306.
Messi. Bergkamp. That looks a cracking ball. Rummenigge! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's managed to get rid. Well into the second half and still there's nothing between them. Pull it. Oh, that's a nice ball. Nicely worked. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Great work on the overlap. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Hullet. Hazard. Chance here to counter. He is through here. Hazard. We see that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's got away. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear. Bergkamp. Hazard. And here's the chance to counter. And he's picked out the run. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden,
It's Hazard! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Mbappe.
The manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Neymar. Coming on the field. Number 11.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And that interception was most necessary.
he read that really well and stopped it.
And we're done. Cohan Steelers have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we...
and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. And it's Bale. Nedved is flagged offside. Messi. And the counter is on. No way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also a great reader of the game, and his positioning is usually spot on. The technical side of defending doesn't often get a mention, but just watch this guy's tackles if you want a great display of timing and precision. He does it best.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Nedved, Rummenigge. He's going for goal! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Adams, he's gone forward. Pohang Steelers have reclaimed it. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Forlan. Pohang Steelers, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, there's the clearance. Forlan. Bale. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, good balls. Mbappe! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Floats it up and over. Mbappe! And he's ready. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Pohang Steelers just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well-timed, excellent interception. There will be Rummenigge.
Added time.
It's Nedved. Bale. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Pohang Steelers clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Pohang Steelers get into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Now the game has already resumed here. Pohang Steelers carrying a one-goal lead. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Bellingham. He can get that clear. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending
The
at least,
attendance for this match
because
was
they've got to be ready to hit
71,649.
them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's picked his way through. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And that has to go down as a real opportunity missed. Everything was right until the end. Milan are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Back into the middle. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And there's green grass ahead of him. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. Adams gets across to intercept that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good for them.
That's been intercepted. Rummenigge, great shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Now, who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rummenigge. Bale. Rodri gets good distance on it. He's done very well to take that back. Rummenigge. And the ball's come loose here.
Rummenigge has such a quick mind. Without that, he wouldn't have been able to maintain a threat then.
Always onto this. He's through here. Hits one! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well,
There will
his
be one
appreciation
added
of
time.
space then was absolutely exceptional.
And that's that. Pohang Steelers are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Just joining us, we are already on the way. He's got the shot away! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
And the finish! Oh, he's fallen kindly here. And he can clear it away. And here's Mbappe. Decent hit! And it's hoisted clear.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter. Steelers are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Belling. Cruyff. Costa Curta. And Adams. Galletti. Well sorted out. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great ball if he can get there. And now they can clear their lines. Bumps him off in and wins back the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That looks a cracking ball. A man of this moment. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Reserved the reprieve for the time being. Loose. Bullet. Rodri. Belling. And they win it back again. Bullet.
There will be
Neymar.
1 minute added time.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Mbappe. Now the finish! And he thumps it clear. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way.
Pohang Steelers really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's tried one! Guti. Pohang Steelers still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players are dropping.
It's Neymar! Sticks it away! They are right back in business!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit. That next goal now is absolutely crucial.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement.
Can he finish? Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back a bit hard.
Pohang Steelers get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's been cut out, well played. Pull it. Time, excellent interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's really well manoeuvred. And one more try! Taken with style! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Pohang Steelers take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, what a ball! Belling. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. No way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. He might be in here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, this time surely. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So now the difference is 3. Shot a goal! It's in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? That is as far as it goes. Pohang Steelers have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. But if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. There's the shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Shot could be big chance. They've scored. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Out to the right. Oh, they can break here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Forwardson with intent. It's Rivaldo. Snyder. And they're quick to get it back. That's gone loose. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Ooh, can he get onto this? Rivaldo. Now it's Snyder. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Turns and goes back. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, good looking ball. He's going for goal! Great effort, but no way through. Bullet. And it's Neymar. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Schneider. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. David Villa. And reclaimed it in a trice. David Villa. And Hullet! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And they're quick to press. Costa Curta. And it's Neymar. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority.
Rodrigo! And he comes up front again. David Villa. Maldini gets across to intercept that.
Added time.
Now it's Neymar. That is good strength. Just eases him off the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Rohan Steelers head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution on the field. Number
the whistle then to
Modric.
start the second half.
Coming on the field, number 13.
Rodrigo.
Number
Now it's
10,
and Torres! Pull it. And they can counter here. Now it's Mbappe. Pohang Steelers come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. And it's Hullet. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter...
Neymar! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Pohang Steelers go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter,
Has a look and has a go.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Pull it. Pohang Steelers still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Torres. Roberto Carlos, a man with all... And here's a chance! Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Great work on the overlap. Mbappe! Cleared away. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Pohang Steelers clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Hits one! He scored! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Well, they've got it again. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Messi. He's played him through. He's got to be in here. Neymar! Yes! What an incredible feat! is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Pohang Steelers blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Neymar voted man of the match. Welcome one and all, it's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. As you can see, we've already started here. Through the middle. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent hit. There it is.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back a bit hard.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Just hounded him off it. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a little off target. Messi. He's going for goal! And one more try! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Valverde at his... Can he finish? Sticks it away! And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Pohang Steelers go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's Valverde. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's having a hit! Bullet. Mbappe. Rodri. And it's Neymar. Kagawa. Deco. Nicely weighted ball. Rodri. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's running through. It's Neymar! This time surely! And another try!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That's a sweet ball, that. No, that was never going to make it. Bullet. And he was quick to react. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Messi. Well, now it's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Great ball if he can get there. Kagawa. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix. In what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Bullet. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pass is short and sharp. Shot could be on.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. Aim forwards. Nicely looking ball that. Messi. Nicely intercepted. And he welcomes it in.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? This Messi! And again! Really well taken goal. It's level again. What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That's no fluke. It's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Can he get onto this? Now it's Mbappe, and he's got the beating of his man. Big chance!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Vieira. Pull it. Looking for options for movement.
There will be 3
It's a
minutes
sharp
added
pass.
time.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Hullet. Messi. Great chance! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for...